Grand Rising, everybody. Grand Rising. Make sure I got my phone turned down. Just gonna give everybody some time to get on here. Boom. Peace, Angie. Peace, Queen. Peace, Sean. Peace, King. Peace, Lily. Peace, Queen. My apologies. I started reading. I'm amazing. Thank you for asking. Amazing. I feel incredible. Yourself? How are you feeling? Amazing. Love to hear that. Good, good. We're gonna start soon. What I this is what I named this one. Okay. Oh. Freddie, Peace King, how you feeling? Hustle up and buy. Every time I read your name, I like that. I like that. How you feeling? Chill vibe. How you feeling? How you feeling? How's everybody feeling? Amazing. Ah. We about to start. About to start in 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Hold on. Let me see where Ram's at. All right, let's get started. Ash, Peace Queen. Appreciate that, Freddie. Thank you. Thank you for that. All right, we're about to start. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Grand Rising, everybody that's just joining, about to start. Okay, Ram's coming right now. So I'm gonna start off with the prayer, and then I'm gonna get straight into it. All right. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful, praise be to Allah, Lord of the worlds, the most beneficent, the most merciful, owner of the day of judgment. Thee alone we worship. Thee alone was asked for help. Show us the straight path, the path of those whom knows has favored, not the path of those who earn thine anger, nor of those who go astray. Uh, Peace Queen, Levine. Never stop trading peace. King. Yeah, Peace King. I had to remember who you were again. Rich Peace King. Lee. Because I always go off of, I know who it is, but it's just your name, man. I always go off of Lee, and I got to ask you, like, what you go by? Like, what's, I be forgetting so many, but Peace Queen. I do remember. I just don't remember the name. But all right. So in Arabic, we say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Malik Yawmiddin, Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in, Ihdina sirata mustaqim, sirata alladhina an'amta alayhim, ghayril maghdubi alayhim waladdallin. Ameen. I greet everybody in the words of peace be upon you, and in Arabic we say Assalamu alaikum. Look here. No. I'm thinking something totally different then. No. Look here. I could have swore you had a different YouTube, but it's been that one. Okay. No. Imposter. All right. So we're gonna get started. I'm snipered out, you heard. Had to get me one. Rams was showing out. Look at that thing. Couldn't let Rams just show up by himself. The water just tastes so much more, I think, electrified. Like I could feel the electricity just coming out the cup. All right, Peace Queen, Nisi. Peace Queen. Yeah, I remember when I felt the same way when I Rams cup. I needed one too. My Stiller fans, we here. What, the Stiller shirt? No, I'm playing. I know what you're talking about. Word. That's official. I love it. Love it. That's, man. Rams, thank you, man. Thank you. Shout out to Rams. All right. So let's get started. Angie is an Eagles fan. Interesting. My mom's an Eagles fan. My brother's an Eagles fan. It's who's not an Eagles fan? Like, oh my God. I feel like everybody's an Eagles fan. You're either an Eagles fan, a Giants fan, a Patriots fan, or a Chiefs fan. It's one of them. One of them. Gotta fix my brim on this thing. I didn't bend it. So, oh, whoa, Sean. Woo. He be coming in hot. And for you to be a Titans fan, you shouldn't say no team suck. Wow. Talisha, Peace Queen. You must be a Ravens fan or something. Commanders. Peace King, I see you, Pat. No, you shouldn't post like Titans or Commanders. Yeah, I like the Commanders. Saints. Interesting. Don't get that too much. You still stuck in the Drew Brees era. Anyway. Nah, Saints is all right. I like. All right. So how everybody feeling before we start? We're talking football right now, I see. Yeah, how everybody feeling? I'm feeling amazing, incredible, superb, immaculate, divine, prolific, all of the above. Can y'all just tell me one more time? And it's because this cup, well, you wouldn't know, but this cup actually, maybe you'll find out soon. This cup, so when you sip out of it, you could like, it's almost like the water vibrates, because that's how water's supposed to be, right? It's almost like the water vibrates, and I could just feel the electricity, and I just, woo, Every time I take it, I say woo woo. So I'm full of energy and passion today, and high off life. Oh my God! Wow. Okay. All right. Angie, stop it. All right. All right. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Thank you for everybody joining. We're gonna get started, and I'm gonna stop playing. I just see more people coming in, just getting warmed up. I'm black. It's 12:43. It started at 12:30, but you guys should not be surprised based off the melanin in my skin. Okay. I'm playing. That's bad though. Gotta stop doing that. This how we starting off. We starting off good. Maybe I should get my charger. It's my phone. Follow me like I normally do. All right. Yeah, because I want to. All right. So we can get in the market. So this segment is called America. So let me stop paying attention to the chat. Y'all distract me sometimes because I'll be reading as I'm reading as I'm talking, all of that. Let's copy it up to Ab knowing where his charger. Angie's just been. Gina left out the group. I thought we were safe. Angie just doubled down. I don't know where this came from. I thought we was cool. She came at me last night, accused me of basically threatening. I don't know, something that I've seen in there, but Talisha said the same thing. So the Joe Biden thing was more of like an all-timer because I was just kind of confused. I don't remember saying that. So this segment is about America. So we look at the land we call America, and because many of us are lost in this very place we call home. Yeah, make sure you like and subscribe. I took the commercials off for y'all too. You're welcome. Now, there's no doubt that this nation leads the modern world. It leads in science. It leads in technology. It builds towering cities, massive hospitals, endless highways, weapons powerful enough to shake nations. But hear me clearly. What good is a great hospital when the people are spiritually sick? What good is advanced technology when the minds of the people are deteriorating? What good is wealth when the soul of a nation is bankrupt? You are living in a society with a gold-plated roof while the foundation is being eaten alive by termites. The internal rot, you could just look around you. Never in history have we seen so many people medicated, depressed, confused, violent, drugged, empty, walking in the streets like the living dead. More murder, more robbery, more addiction, more broken homes, more mental illness. And yet, this society calls itself civilized. This is what happens when a people become technology advanced but morally disconnected. Because society can become powerful externally while collapsing internally. Education without development, and then they send you to these schools, not to offend anybody. I'm a proud dropout. I dropped out of 10th grade. I said I don't need it. I always knew I just had more. But whoever got their degrees and graduated is nothing against you at all. Nothing against you. We have different perspectives, and it's just hard. Like, if you made it out, I salute you for real. I really salute you. More than likely, that field that you got that diploma in, you dropped it and moved on to something else because it's hard, and then you're probably still in debt. It's designed like that. Education without development, then they send you to these schools where they fill your head with information but never develop the spirit. You got people with degrees stacked to the ceiling. Doctor this, professor that, master degree, PhDs, and still weak in character, still emotionally broken, still spiritually asleep because this educational system is not in harmony with the search for knowledge. Because this educational system is not in harmony with the search for knowledge. I'm sorry, I seen giants popped up on the screen, and you guys suck. All right, we're trying to keep this spiritual. We're trying to stay aligned. I can't be seeing giants on the screen. Really? At least win 7 games. Let's get back to it. Because the educational system is not in harmony with the search for knowledge. They teach you how to make money, but not how to master yourself. They teach you how to work, but not how to build. They give you a diploma, never teach you purpose. And as long as your education is disconnected from your development, you will remain a high functioning slave to the system. So now we talk about the mystery of Babylon. History is not random. History is a mirror. In the book of Revelation, it speaks of a mystery Babylon, right? Listen clearly. Listen. A great city, a mighty power, rich beyond imagination, but corrupt from the inside. Sounds familiar? Led by wickedness, driven by greed, intoxicated by consumption, a society that lost its moral compass. But this is not America, right? In the book of Revelation, they're talking about the mystery of Babylon, right? But it sounds like I'm speaking about America. And because of that corruption, that great city fell. This is why I'm speaking on this segment, because we done seen since about the late 70s to 80s how the natural disasters just becoming worse, and people are becoming more evil, and it's just like more hopelessness like hopelessness just increasing, and people are really lost, and it's because of all the pain that America's done. It caught up with it now. The bad energy that it threw out has finally caught up with it. Now they're getting punished, but we are in America, but we have ways to, I don't want to say prevail, but to be saved and not be the ones that's punished for something that America did. And if we already got into America, and the origin of America means a person of European descent. So, and then the Declaration of Independence is a whole nother thing. It's really deep. We can go into that another time. Now we look at the mirror carefully though, and we go into the book of Daniel. Now listen, the Hebrew, because we know about today's Hebrews, today's Jews, but I'm talking about original, and it's not like me saying it is. We know who's the Asiatic, the Asiatic black men. We know we are the first, the Aboriginals. So, but they switched the colors though. So when I be speaking about Jews, Hebrews, I'm not really speaking about today's. So the Hebrew people were not ignorant people. They were highly learned people. They understood mathematics, astronomy, government, discipline, wisdom, but they were brought into captivity. And what did the enemy do first? They changed their names so that they will forget their identity. They changed their language so that they could no longer communicate with their ancestors. They changed their diet so that body will become weak, dependent, and disconnected from its natural powers. And I'm telling you, many of us are living the modern Daniel experience right now. You got the vision, the intelligence, the creativity, the mathematics, but you are eating the king's meat, speaking the king's language, thinking with the king's mind, trying to find yourself. And that's why it's a battle. It was a battle for me for years, and I did not understand why, right? Until I tapped in and I opened the book, the Quran, the Bible, open the book, not just speak it. Inside a system designed to make you forget yourself, we call after we find that out, because you have to find out first that you're in that condition. Many of us don't know. Then there's the resurrection. This is why so many people feel lost, because you cannot find purpose inside corruption, and you cannot become free while psychology chain, psychologically chained to a system that profits from your weakness. The resurrection begins the moment you stop worshiping the system and start aligning yourself with truth. And that is why we are here, not just to trade markets, not to chase money, but to break mental chains, to reclaim discipline, to reclaim structure, to reclaim ownership, to reclaim the mind, because that is bigger than trading. This is spiritual warfare mixed with economic warfare. And if you do not master your mind, this system will consume you alive. We are not integrating into a collapsing system. We are building beyond it. And that's why I always say stay focused. And that is the America segment. And now we'll get into market structure. Let me just catch up on I knew it was going to be about the Giants. Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, yep, Angie. I know, but it should come down 95. Stop with the we are forever learning and never coming to the knowledge of the truth. That's a fact. Um, Jersey first, Jets. I'm from Jersey, but I'm just like, God, you guys are awful, man. It's been like 10 years. Enlightenment Sniper Wednesday. I like that, Jelly. The Wizard. Who's the Wizard? Is this somebody new, or somebody that we had on that just changed? They just woke up, they just rised up one day and was like, I want to be called the Wizard. But hold on, the Wizard 444. 444, man. I see it all the time. All right, so now let me share my screen. So no, I didn't share my screen yet. I got this. I don't mess up no more like that. So ES, my, is absolutely ripping. It broke the call wall at 740. My the Sniper's Terminal, if you don't know, if you're not in the Discord, it's not it's not out yet. So the only thing that's out right now is the risk console. And actually, so yeah, the risk console is the only thing out right now. And if you do want to go ahead and get your own risk console, basically you put your account total here, you'll put your account size, how much you pay for the contract, but you have to put it in like how your broker do. You don't put 150, you put 1.50. If it's $100, you put 1.00. And then you put your stop loss, right? So if I'm risking $150, well, if I'm purchasing a contract for $150 and say I only want to lose $140, I'll just type in 150 minus 40, right? So that'll give me 110. And if you don't fill in no field, it won't input. But this is designed to be smooth. You already know this, so you'll be able to type it in real fast and then hurry up. It'll be like, well, as soon as you put in your 5,000, you say I want to risk 2%, automatically it's going to hit you within like 2 seconds. It'd be like you can risk $100. Then you put in that information that take like 10 seconds, probably like 15 to 20 seconds in total. It's going to tell you like, all right, you can risk 2 contracts. You can buy 2 contracts. You don't got to pay attention, but if the price is what you say it is, you can hurry up and purchase 2 contracts, and then it's going to tell you your amount, $300. And I'm going to drop the link right now in the live. Um, and I'll pin it if you want to get yourself a copy. Or if you just want to support, because this will be this right here, most of the profits, because I'm not saying all of it. I ain't even gonna lie to you, because we're gonna bust down some of it. Me and the team. Um, um, most of the profits is going to go into this terminal. And this terminal is absolutely amazing. I've been working on it. As of yesterday afternoon, I believe I got it now. Um, is updating the geopolitical news that can affect. I only put geopolitical news that can affect SPY, so it's going to constantly every minute is searching the out, and it's not biased. I got it tracking the Al Jazeera because America could be biased, and then I got it tracking Financial Juice, um, a few other. Um, and then we have our important macro that will update every time because it's not going to be generating as much as the geopolitical news, but it will update every time a huge macro event comes in, right? And then we got our DP flow right here. That's our dark pool flow, our Wells dark pool flow. I want to know, what are they carrying? Like, how heavy are they carrying? Um, right? They still are not believing this run right now. It dropped down to 2.10 and then it went right back up to 2.15. That's updating, I believe, every 30 minutes. I gotta look at that again to see if I could put the timer down lower. Um, so again, heavy puts right here. Wells are short, right? Bullish. PPI is priced in, so long bias. So despite the hot PPI, they're looking they're looking the market is pricing it in already and just running basically. I don't quite understand that myself. Uh so if you want to give someone access, you could just buy it off the link, but like I get what you mean. You might as well just go on the website and just buy one and just give them the link. That'd be easier for you. But if anything, just message me in the Discord. Um, if you got a friend, I don't think you got a friend request me. You could just message me and I'll reply back. Um, or you could add me in the Discord because I don't really look at the messages too much. Um, so heavy puts. We had a successful trade already. We got a Discord. If you don't know about the Discord, we will be opening the Discord in like I don't know. I can't even tell you, but in a few weeks, few months, not sure. We have to make sure that our people that we have in the Discord now are not lost and are checking things off their bucket lists or their goals or visions, whatever you want to say. So at 10:30, the market environment is showing a huge divergence between price action and institutional flow as SPY holds near $738.45. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but at this time, no, it was just scanning. We had no plays. It was just looking. It was looking. And then I had got one that said PPI priced in long bias. Right, that was the first time it triggered at 11:12. It triggered 740 calls, and then at 11:38 it said approaching target. Fingers, get your fingers ready. Basically, pull up that contract you heard and get ready to sell that thing. And then it was such a beautiful trade. I watched it, and then at I don't how do at 11:44, because this one's at 11:38. This one at 11:44, it said target hit, secure the bag. It was so beautiful because after it said that, I watched SPY collapse to 738, and it was at this time 740 and some change, and then it collapsed to 738, and now it picked back up. But that would have ate your contract up. So it was such a beautiful trade because you got to get out, and then as soon as it triggered again, I dropped it back in here, and now it's saying calls active, hunting for 745. So then it's like, if you want to get in that, now you could jump in that, and you got profits, so you don't gotta go crazy. And I'm taking trades, but I'm not telling nobody that I'm taking trades because I don't want you to blindly jump in. Because that's the thing about doing tools like your terminals. The one bad thing about it is people become reliant on that thing, but not me. I'm looking at the terminal and my price action at the same time. I will never just take. I'm going to take the trade, but for the terminal purpose. But I'm going to look at my chart, and if my chart doesn't say it, I will still add to the vote the performance of I will add to the vote how the console performed. I gotta update the console. I'll do that tonight, but I've been working so like heavy, like every day I'm up to 3 in a rising, right? And I'm getting up at like 6:45. So I'm like, I gotta like one of these days I'm gonna get some good rest. I think I'm not tired though, but I don't want to crash. So I be on that sea moss and all them herbs, and it cools my body, but it's rejuvenating my body at the same time. But I do know how much I need. I need 4 hours, 4 to 6 hours in my sweet zone. But 4 hours I could work off like property. Anything below 4 hours, I'm tired. Anything above 6 hours, I'm tired. So I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm just grinding. Sleepless nights, and it's gonna pay off, you all right? So I ain't really worried about sleep as long as I'm taking care of my body properly and making sure I get the I always mess this up. H what is it? Cause somebody correct me. H3O2, correct? That's the juice. So water, real water is called H3O2. I believe, or H320. It's one of the two. So basically, that's just the juice from the fruit, real electric lights. Because you picked off that, if you pick off that orange that's just been glistening in the sun, that's real electrolytes. So when you break that thing down and just drink it fresh like that, from you're gonna feel that. I do like growing. I just now I love planting now. Like I love planting. I love coming smelling my peppermints, my lemon bombs. I love smelling all that stuff. I got plants now to even clear that the air. I got my eucalyptus. I don't know what happened, but now I'm just so in tune with the with within the universe, or I'm tapped in with Allah so much that I'm just like I'm with one basically. So, and it's amazing. I feel really phenomenal every single day. My energy's through the roof. Um, so oh, and also I noticed when I had posted the console, I looked at it again in the screenshot and I missed this. This is the beautiful thing about the console, right? It said 10-year treasury yield rises to the highest level in 10 months. That right there, when you seen that 740, you might like, I want to stay in. That right there would have made you like check yourself, like, nah, I think you should get out. If you see that, you're probably gonna hesitate, which is good. Because once you hesitate, now you not it's not good to hesitate before the play, but once you're in it, you can hesitate because now you're thinking. Now you're actually thinking. Most of us not going to think while we're in the play. We're just going to act off of emotion. This right here will make you sit and think. So it's beautiful. Um, again, it went off. So when the let's see. I'm gonna chart some stuff. When we went in, so when the terminal triggered SPY for 7:45 calls, I was doing something, but my phone alerted me. I was like a minute late. I really don't play around. I be trying to get on it real fast and hurry up, screenshot it so I could track this stuff. I'm probably gonna have to do this for like 50 trials to 100 trials. And SPY is absolutely running since it triggered it off. Um, the 7:45 call, since it triggered it off, is now up 33.44%. The contracts was 97, 0.97. Now they're worth $129. And I thought it was going to show me like the time that I got in it. So absolutely amazing. So I'm gonna keep my eye on that while I speak with you guys. So you're gonna see me a lot looking at my phone and stuff, but absolutely amazing. We came down to test that 740 wall, and then you could look at structure. So like, don't get the terminal when I do drop it if you do not know how to trade, because it's important to know structure before you use any indicator. That's the most important thing. So the beautiful thing about it, I could understand why I went to 740, dropped to 738, and then hit a specific number around $738.70, and still was telling me calls. And then once it went back to 740, I seen it go to 740 and some change, come back to 740, bounce, and then it triggered off 745 calls. And I can understand why when I come to my chart. Look at this beautiful structure right here. It came, and if we go to a lower time frame, let's see how our 5 minute or our 1 minute looks. It had to come and retest. It came and retest that thing. It broke above, slightly came down, and then it went up, and yeah, it took off. It took off. That thing, nuts. So 740, where's 740? Let's actually mark 740 and see, because it did trigger it, like it went through 740. So this is 740.10, and this $739.96. So it did break above it, and then it went up, and then it came back down towards 740, broke above this 740.42, came down slightly, and then it absolutely ripped. That was such a beautiful trade. Like, I was so proud, because it's me behind the terminal. I'm putting in so much different formulas throughout the day to set it up, to make it, like, to perfect it. So I put in so much work into this. So it was beautiful to see how nice it captured that price action. It was so clean. It was perfect. So this is SPY. We are really, really overextended. $743.85. I might get out my contract. The target on here is 700. Oh, I got this. It didn't switch. So the target is, it should have been $744 and about, like, I gotta check, I gotta double check, but $743.83 is going to be my so it's $744.30 that it should be. So the beautiful thing about the risk console that I showed y'all, the calculator thing, it's mobile, right? And the GEX terminal will be mobile as well. So that I sold the ones that's just risk console is separately. But when this is prove itself that is worth putting out to the public, we'll sell them as a package. And then now we come here, and now it's updated $744.30. I could do all that with the click of my phone. It's amazing, beautiful, beautiful. That's the only thing that I'm inputting is the upper target, because I want to target the areas where the institutions are going to start hedging, because they're not going to let you just get to straight 745. You'll start seeing it chop around these areas. Like, we start seeing it chopped around, like, our first target was 739.70. You start chopping around 739.30 something. They start chopping from, like, the 30 cent to 70 cent range, and then they'll decide if it's going to go hit that wall or not. So SPY, absolutely amazing. You're still getting wicks from the bottom. Like, I'm not seeing no signs of it's letting its foot off the gas. And what's bad, why you're seeing SPY move like this, is because our institutions, they're like, they're doubling puts, they're doubling calls 2 to 1. They're on puts, so they are on puts, but so puts is 2, and then calls is at 1. So they're doubling it, right? So we know that the institutions right now are in a world of pain. They're getting smoked today, right? So what they have to do is now they're forced to hedge on top of the market makers. So that's why you get these candles where you're seeing it absolutely rip. Like this candle right here, 30-minute candle, went from 739.70 cents to $741.70. More than $2 move in a 30-minute candle. You're seeing it absolutely rip because they're forced to hedge. And look where they was forced to hedge. When you broke that 740 call wall, with volume, they was forced to hedge, and now look where price is at. Absolutely amazing, amazing. Um, Now let's look at QQQ. I'm probably going to build this terminal for just SPY, QQQ, IWM. So we don't have no divergence today, Talisha. They look identical though. They look like twins today. Wow. Wow. Price action is beautiful today. This is so like absurd and amazing. Look at that beautiful 5-day moving average retest. This thick orange line came down, bounced, boom, popped up. Oh, and remember, so on the Discord, I was looking for a play and I was hunting, and these was one of the plays, right? And I missed it by a hair. Um, I think the trigger was $5 and some change. Out yesterday, I seen it rip to $6 some change, $6.35, and the contract was $6, and it did it in a day. And I think I was swinging out. It's like 3 weeks. Did it in a day. You know how much some contracts be up? I seen it crash down to $4 some change. I did not set an alert. I said, all right, I'm gonna come back to it in like an hour. I come back to it, this thing all the way up here. I'm like, damn, it left me. Happens all the time. But I don't stress that because I'm always researching. After like 9:30, 10 o'clock when the kids sleep, I'm researching. And I'm looking for plays. This is Cypher is looking beautiful. I remember Talisha was saying that. Might get an entry here. And wow, this looks beautiful. Um, wow, 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 wow. Let me see something real quick because it'll be pretty dope to get a play on live, right? Um, this is a straight V-shaped recovery on this spy. Wow. Um, so we look at Cipher. I forgot what my target was for it, to be honest. Where's all right? So let's see. $23. Honestly, that's too risky. This is amazing. Do I want to do it? Hmm. I think I'm gonna do. All right, I'm gonna wait because I have to sit here and think. I don't want to take up too much time. Um, and I do have some other plays, but they're for. I try to keep it for the Discord. Um, let them get into my mind. Welcome to the mind of a maniac. Street. Gotta be careful on live. Y'all know that Boosie, good old Boosie, that old Boosie. Man, SLB is such man. The way I read charts is just for this. I amaze myself sometimes because SLB has such perfect price action. Like the behavior is just so perfect, and I could read it very, very well. But it's not. It's just me from studying charts. For I have an advantage over many. I put in so much time just staring at charts, but it hasn't been a year thing though. I've been doing this for be like 4 years now, I believe now. 22. Like after COVID. I wish I got in during COVID, man. I would have been a millionaire right now if I would have got in during COVID because I would have everything was just straight. Everything just go up, just go up, just go up. Like after COVID, just go up, just go up, just go up. I jumped in. I came in when it was easy, easy. But then I think the following year, yeah, it wasn't like that no more. Got checked real quick. All right. So I'm not gonna get into SLB too much. I'm looking for 52. I'm looking for new 52-week highs next week on SLB. Um, I just got to keep my eye on SPY because again, like I said, I'm still in the play based off the terminal. The beautiful thing about the terminal, when it's like this telling me calls hunt, when this goes away and says sinking, that's telling me stop loss to get out the play. As soon as it says sinking, that looks beautiful on the TV. As soon as it says sinking, it's telling me stop loss, get right out the play. Right? Let me fix something real quick. I like this better. As soon as it says sinking, that means get out the play. So that's the beautiful thing about it. Um, who don't? Oh, I can't even say who don't love a stop loss, because many of us. Well, I don't want to say us, but a lot of us. Is there a difference between seat one, seat two? No, I had to do it like that in order to make a package, because Jason wanted to buy some for two individuals in the Discord. You already know who, and I had to package like seat one, seat two in order to make it into a package. So I had to do it like that. But they're the same things though. And that $0 one, y'all try to get that? It didn't let you, right? You sneaky. You really sneaky. Anyway, so let's see. So that's SLB, but again, SLB ain't really a oil thing no more, family. It's really AI. Um I'm looking at the SLB price, 2.0 billion guaranteed senior notes on May 7th, fully guaranteed by SLB. All right, let's see what oil is doing. We have to watch oil. We have to watch oil. Oil still has that cup and handle, but watch out now, because now look where we're at. I said that we will be here by the end of the week, and we're here now. 98 was the target, and we smashed it, and now we're retesting, and now look, it's holding that support line, and my 5-day moving average happened to come right on that support line. We got to be really, really careful. We done seen a 10-year done gave us a sign. Hottest PPI in 3 years. It's so much, so much, so much. And then let's see what else. And then I'm looking at NVIDIA, one of the best AI stacks poised for robust growth. But this the thing right here. Look at this news that just came in. And then it's a stock, but it comes in as macro data. That says a lot, right? Why? Because NVIDIA is carrying the market right now. So you have to pay attention to this terminal. If you're in the Discord, I will constantly post it. That's important, because if NVIDIA is going down, and then we could start looking for it to drag the apples down. Now maybe Google won't come down. Now maybe once we get the Mag 7s down, and you see this is still red, this is burgundy, like a um a dark red, right? Light red means that they are heavy in puts, right? They're short, but a dark red means that they're heavily short. Above 2, it's like, wow, they really don't trust this run at all. Like, they're really short, but they have to hedge, but they're still in it though. They're still short. That's the crazy part about it. What this move that SPY's doing right now, up what we touched 735. Look from the GX pivot. I never seen it. This is the first time since I watched the terminal that it's been this high at $12.44. The highest I think I seen was $10 some change, almost $11. We are really overstretched. Mean reversion. Your rubber band gonna pop back to the middle. Trump arrives in China for 2-day summit. That's why we are running. And I noticed that last night. My terminal was saying, Trump, blah, 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 with the China thing. It kept popping up the news. And I'm watching us run. And then PPI came in hot. And I watched it run. And I came back and I looked at it. There you go. Now it's new news. It was new news. Now it's updated news. And it's saying now about this, something about the summit or whatever. And I'm like, aha. The market is pricing in that this summit event is going to go really well. That's what's carrying the market, because the big money is short. So why are we still trending up? Retail's moving us like this? Part of it, yes, but it has to be something else. And that's what it is. The market is pricing in. Basically, they believe that this summit is going to go well. They see NVIDIA. They see Elon, they see all these people going, they think it's going to go well. So if it goes bad, don't be long. Do not go long over the weekend. Please don't go long over the weekend. Unless you couldn't afford to lose the whole contract, don't go long. If you can afford to lose the whole contract and you're only risking 0.5% of your account, then you could get in that play. But don't, I can afford to risk it, and it's 4%. I mean, you think you can, but does the risk console say that it makes sense? No, it doesn't. I should have added a 0.5% in here because I do use 0.5% for my lottos. I don't play earnings or none of that, but I do play some risky plays, and I risk 0.5%. So now let's look at. I don't look at this one as much. USO, because I'm looking at WTI. Now let's look at, so WTI is what America's pricing oil barrels at, and now we're gonna look at what the economy is. This is Brent. I forgot the target for this one. I think I said 10. I don't want to say because I don't like saying stuff. And some he didn't even say that. I think it was 105 to be honest. And if it was 105, we did hit 105 too. And I said by this week. But man, look at the cup and handle. Still here. Now let's go to the 10-year because our terminal flagged that 10-year. So let's see what it's doing. So I can see why it had ripped all the way up there. And look at that. The cup and handle on wow. I'm glad. See, that's the beautiful thing about that terminal. I wouldn't have checked it until, I mean, I would check it actually with the live because I do run it with y'all. But look at that. You're confirming the cup and handle. You broke above that. If it wants to, it could come down and retest, and buyers come back in and shoot us up. But you just broke above the neckline for the cup and handle. There's a pattern is not a pattern until it breaks a neckline, right? Everybody should know that. Because we always calling out patterns, but you have to say potential bull flag until it confirmed it. Potential cup and handle until it confirms it. This is beautiful right here, man. The moving averages aren't rising quite up yet, so they're kind of, but it's not. You want a steep hill like our 5-day moving average. So it probably will try to come down and retest this area. That is amazing right there. Again, I'm keeping my eyes on my 5-minute. I'm going to use $742.20 as my stop loss. That's the 20-day moving average on the 5-minute. So we're in environment where dips will be bought, but look at this 10-year. That's a I'm gonna post again in a Discord the up when I broke down what the 10 years for, what the 2 years for, but look at this. The 2 years for a recession, right? Or is it 10-year? Yeah, so I forget myself. Now I always gotta go back to it. Look at that, man. We are in trouble, right? Now let's look at VIX. Market just ignoring it. Okay. Ignore it all you want. I said VIX will explode to 22 by the end of this week. So far, Ab is wrong. Right. So we are still compressing. The longer you compress, though, the more that thing gonna be violent. Shake son. Shake son. Who gonna say something? Who say something? So we are still in phase 1 of the energy phase. Shout out to Talisha. You're always giving me props. Shout out to Rams, of course. We are still in phase 1. Me and Rams have built that watch list together. Phase 1 watch list. What watch list are you talking about? Hold on. Let me show you. So we have a website. You got a website? Yes, we do. It's called ramsoffthecharts.com. All right, good. I'm not signed in because we got a feature on here that's super fire. Look at that. Oh, snap. He did a little update. Look at the Snipers logo right there. Okay, dope. So if you don't know about this, get familiar with it. It's called Rams with an S, Ram with an S. So RAMS, off the charts. with an S at the end. .com. If it says .net or .org, you're gonna have some technical difficulty problems, and I'm gonna have to come in and solve it if Rams hire me. But if he don't, he's gonna have to come in and solve it. So .com though, if it said .net or .org. So if you ever come to the website and it's not working, it's because you're on .net or .org. Whoa, what do we have there? GEX console hunting spy. Stop guessing your position size. Ram, let me stop doing shit because Rams over there be clipping stuff for gifts. Voila, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. Shout out to the mastermind. Who's the mastermind? Rams. What a genius. What a genius over there. For real, man. It's crazy. And if you don't know how to chart, you can come to the charts over here on the website, but you should learn how to chart and then come on the website. You don't have no business being on a website or being on an indicator or looking at contracts if you don't know how to chart. And another big one, if you aren't fluent with, and a lot of people are not gonna like this, if you're not fluent with Greeks, you shouldn't be trading unless you're doing like leaps or deep swings. But you shouldn't be doing no short-term swings nor day trading if you're not fluent with Greeks, because Greeks is how you're going to get paid. It's really important to know that. And it took me so long to learn that. I kind of knew it, but then like Greeks is like, for some reason it came off to me when I first started like algebra, and I'm a big math person. So I would say geometry. It came off like what? Vega, theater. Theater means think in Greek, right? Theater means death in Greek, right? Delta means think in Greek, right? Why are they naming all these things? Bro, it's so crazy. It is crazy how they name. That's why I always say that the market is based off of this. You know how to chart. That's super dope. You can know how to chart, right? And still blow your account. It's crazy. I didn't think that. So we are in phase one. SLB is still proving how strong it is. It's buying the dip. Phase two is power. I don't I don't I don't think I pinned it. Um I actually, to this, you dropped it in let me see if she dropped it in announcements. Oh no, she dropped it in general, right? All right, let me go to the media. I actually do want to show y'all this because I do have to start updating y'all on uh I have to start updating y'all on the phases that we're in. Bull flag after bull flag. Was this what was your question, Levine? That was about the seat one, seat two? I don't know why it's not loading. I don't know if somebody could, or let me see. It's because I'm about to, because this is important. No, I'm not. I'm not parched. It's kind of hard to be parched when you're drinking from a sniper's cup. All right, so I'm gonna just drop it again while we're looking at the Discord. So we are. So I'm gonna have to do some extensive homework because I was told that it'd be really good to be able to tell y'all, like, if I could like give y'all like a time frame. It won't be, of course, like right on the dot, but like you can get like a little feeling of what I'm looking at. Like I already said, how we'll know how do we know when phase one is done? So how we know when phase one is done is when the market stops reacting to the war, right? Because energy and is oil, right? Doesn't it make sense? So if oil and energy is already priced in, are they still going to perform like how they're performing now? No. Right. So I'm gonna give y'all the timelines for everything. So shout out to her for that again. Um, so phase two, and that's power CG, VST, NRG. Then phase three is our grid and cooling. That's the GV, VRT, and and then expanding compute infrastructure. There's a lot that we have on there, but these names, I got some other ones besides these names, but NVIDIA, SMCI, ANET. I'm starting to grow on SMCI now. I'm starting to look into them more. Before I thought they was like a scam. I'm starting to grow into them more. Then we got defensive sovereignty, Palantir, then paying PA and W, Palta, right? Um, so this is the snipers master map. This is our AI super cycle, right? From energy, power, grid, compute to defense. This is AI, not just that one ticker named AI. It has to be why just buy that one ticker, right? When I can capture sector rotations, right? Energy, then they'll go to the power. Just I'm building out the whole AI landscape, the whole thing, and I'm profiting. Once SLB telling me, all right, we done here, boom, we take that, collect most of your profit. Now we're gonna take a quarter of that profit, throw it into power. Boom, right? Take that, take majority of that profit, take quarter of that profit, throw it in the grid and cooling, right? Take a quarter of it, throw it into expanding. Now we'll take half of it and throw it into sovereignty, whichever one we choose. So seven spies at $742.35. My stop loss didn't hit yet. So this is the super cycle that I'm looking at. So now boom 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 boom. So again sorry, so we did QQQ, we did SPY. We're at 742 and 35 cents. NVIDIA, we're at 135, so it's an hour in. I got like 10 minutes left. Um, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We are still looking good. So now, I normally ask y'all if y'all want me to try something. We don't got too much time, so I can't stay on a lot. Um, on I know there's things I didn't touch up on. I try to keep some for the Discord, especially the plays or things that I'm looking at. I spend a lot of time with that, so I'd rather give it to people that I'm around all the time. Um, and nothing against y'all, because if you're trying to get in the Discord, I feel you, man. So we're at $742.25. Just got saved by the buyers. Almost stopped out. They stepped right in. Now we're flirting with it. $742.22. Thank you, buyers. All right, we're back above. All right, so all right, let's look at Meta because I'm not looking at the chat, but I'm gonna actually look at the my TV right here so I can see if y'all saying something. So I've been saying Meta is building a floor, a base, right? And I put the levels that Meta have to. If you didn't watch my last video, not live, but my last video, not about the console, but you should watch the console one if you want. If you want to invest in a team, but so I had put the levels that I was looking for on Meta. So if you want to know the levels, I'm not gonna tell you. Go and watch that last video. I know that's pretty messed up. I don't care. Because why didn't you watch the video yet? Hmm? Hmm. I had to drop two videos at the same time and mess my analytics up. So I'm hoping YouTube still. They usually throw my stuff out there, but I knew it was gonna do that when I had to drop both videos out there, and I had to. I wanted to get it out there, and it messed up the analytics. So help your boys so we can get that out there. Because we all benefit from more people seeing this. I'm just trying to help others. My intentions is pure. Um, I wouldn't be on here 3 hours, 4 hours. I even was in the Discord for 5 hours with them. It was a bunch of us, just like 5 hours. We just be vibing. We listen to music. We live trade. We learn. And the beautiful part about it, you're not just hearing from me. Rim sometimes be at work. You're not just hearing from him. You're not just hearing from Talisha. Sometimes she teaching. Sometimes they'll jump in, but we're also hearing from others. We got Virgil. He's becoming a big voice in the group now. And we have a whole bunch of people. Everybody helps in a way. And what I love to see is, I don't know if y'all gonna, but Levine and Angie, they actually working on. I seen them basically building a setup together, which was like amazing because they was used. We have these bots in the Discord that do like fundamentals, check the gamma, technical, and we got like a coach. Like it's really like it's not gonna let you mess up if you but it might hurt you a little bit, but it's good. You need that because that bot, you need that. The other bot's a little soft on you, so it's a balance. It's good, real good. I almost got stopped out. I was 3 cents away from getting stopped out, and now we're at $742. Now we're 30 cents up. That's the beautiful thing about placing your stops. We're gonna have to make a thing because I seen someone in the Discord ask about it, and the ask snipers. Um, so that is something big. We're just trying to prove others. Stop loss in a risk management course is definitely needed, and definitely will be coming soon. I just can't tell you exactly when. So Amazon, I gave the targets on Amazon as well. I'm not going to do you like that with Amazon. So Amazon, if it could get above $270.25, look what you got going on right here. So I would do two trend lines in this based off of this. So wicks, right? I'm not a big wick person, but other people, their trading setup evolves revolves well, not revolves around it, but they use the wicks. I use the wick to start my trend line and just connect with my bodies, but other than that, I just read wicks. I don't chart wicks. That's the best way to put it. um Again, everybody has their own setup. Don't follow one person setup. You just like watch a few that you can trust, and then whatever you like, throw it into the blender and create your own. That's what I did over it. It took me like 3 years to find my true trading setup. So now that we drew that, now I don't even need my moving averages. I can see the floor. Like maybe I can mark right here, but I already know the 20 is right there where we bounced at. So I know if we break below today's lows, it's going to be nasty. Um, you got your five. Look, this is look at this. How I know my trend line's good. Look how my 5 day is just sliding right. It don't get no cleaner than that. Look at that. That look good on the TV. Look at that. That is perfect. It's just sliding right on top of the trend line. Right? That is perfect. It's saying you have now met the ceiling. Then you got your AV WAP right here. So we need to hold above that. Um, so we looking for Meta to push up. We want to see something like this. I mean, Amazon. You don't want to keep seeing it come up to the trend line and smacking. You want to see something like this. Come up to these top wicks right here, reject, then come. I should have moved that. So something like that, reject, come down, retest, bounced off the trend line, and then go up. That's what you're looking for, right? And if you lose your 20 day at $263, then you're looking for $258 on Amazon, then $250 on Amazon, and then $248.50 on Amazon. Let's see what Google look like. I'm not going to go through all the Max 7s. I'm about to go through the chat to see When anybody said, hold up, is that a potential falling wedge? Just a sec. I'll go back to wow, Google. Wow, 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 wow. What was the target on Google? $437? Let's see. Did you watch the last video? $437 target on Google. $36 away. $35.50 away. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I guess you could say that's a falling wedge. I don't know, actually. It's kind of ugly. Uh, mm, I don't know. Nah. Trying to see how I would even. Nah, I don't think so. So, that's what we got. Let me check to see what you guys are saying. Let's look at SPY again so y'all can see how close I was to getting stopped out. It's 144. We're gonna start getting buyers stepping in, get some volume. Let's go to the 1 minute. Which one was it? When the heck did it? Wait, 7. Okay. Wait, can I click it and see? No. Oh yeah, it came down to $742.19. I ain't get stopped out. My stops. Well, my stop isn't the cent though, like the exact cent. So that was beautiful. Got saved by the buyers. It must have went down like really fast and popped up. It didn't even trigger me. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now we're ripping up. Look at this V-shaped recovery right here, y'all. We keep getting them. Oh, this is what I remembered. Look at the pattern right here that you get for your gap up. Then look at the pattern right here that you get for your gap up. So the price behavior is clean and it's respecting price action. So when I was telling Talisha Rands about this, I don't think I went into details about it, but so you see the trend line was like this. We went up, then the gap up, you go up and then you pull back, right? So then I seen the pattern again, and I meant to tell them, what if we go up, pull back, and then rip up? And then look, you go up, pull back, and then rip up. That is like beautiful right there. The pattern is right there, and it's literally the same pattern. It's just this is smaller, this is bigger. That's the only difference. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And now you're ripping up. So let me see. I didn't want to go in here, but let me just catch up. All right. Good. No stocks. Levine, appreciate you. That's going to help you, though. That's going to really help you. Make sure y'all actually using it and not just buying it to just show love and support. It's really going to help y'all prevent yourself from blowing their account or oversizing. I mean, over leveraging or getting in a trade that you have no business getting in. Let me see. As lady voice is hilarious. Spy asking me to get in. No, it's not. I didn't hear it. All right, good. So no tickers. Bet. Love that. Because I ain't really feel like charting any for you. You ever start talking trash under your breath? I do it all the time. What you mean you know? It's like that's not what you said, that's what you was thinking. All right, all right, who's all here? Let's see, who's all here? Who is all oh, I didn't mean to get in here. I keep seeing ASTS everywhere. Oh, that's what oh my bad. Never mind. That's why I'll keep saying it. It's the order blocks, the pattern that you're seeing. Oh, I don't know nothing about ICT, y'all. If you don't know, now you know. That is amazing. It's the order blocks that that's the pattern you're seeing. Wow, that is amazing. Amazing. She got to show us that on live on Friday. We got to remember that. If I forget, one of y'all ask Talisha to show us that on Friday, because I rather her show us like on live instead of a picture. I just want to see. I like seeing different concepts. Couldn't add ASTS to YouTube. Added a chart to Discord. Ooh. I mean, I kind of don't want to. I kind of just want you and Angie to like cook this up first before I even say anything. To be honest, I love what y'all doing. That is like I love seeing that. That's super fire. If we can start analyzing trades together as like a team, um, and just looking from different lenses, that'd be absolutely amazing. So I don't want to say too much. Um, but y'all, all I'm gonna say is, oh, I'm not even sharing my screen. See, that's why you got that thing right there. My bad, Rams. I'm over here just touching stuff, right? You gotta hit me with that. I got it. Um, so all I'm going to say is y'all not in trouble. Not I don't want to say you're not in trouble, but y'all off to a good start. That's what I want to say. All right, boom. You just it just has to prove itself. But I'm excited to see what y'all come up with though. So that's why I don't want to go into that. All right, so that's all I really got for the market. I'm not sure if Jason's in here. Rams, can you let me know if not? Because if not, did I didn't see him. If not, then I'm gonna just pivot. Um, so just let me know, please. Uh, hold on real quick. So temperature check. How's everybody feeling? How y'all feeling right now? I'm feeling incredible and I have a ton of energy right now. Feel feel really good. Getting a lot of consolidation right here. I'm not in the zero DTE, so I don't have to worry too much about this chop. And it's almost 2 o'clock. Um so how's everybody feeling? Yeah, that word.
What's good? What's good, everybody?
That's what I'm seeing. How I'm looking at the TV, so if Rams put it up on the screen, I can see.
Chop not in today. You can hear me?
You said, I see you. What you say?
He's not in
Oh,
today.
I
I
can't
don't
hear
think
you.
he's
Oh
in.
wait, my fault. My fault. I had it on mute.
Nah, he's not in today. I don't think he's here. I haven't seen him. I hit him
Okay.
with a text, but I think he's probably busy.
Okay, that's cool. I don't know what I'm gonna talk about to fill his in. What is it called? Reflection and accountability, right? I think I got some for that already though. Always have a plan B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, 9. I think I want to get out. I really do. but it's not telling me to get out. So I just need to stay patient. We get FOMO, the fear of missing out, and we also get like, damn, this is taking long. But is the chart telling you to get out? But if your contract's telling you to get out, that's something different. Then you should get out. But sometimes, the chart's not saying it, or or your contract's not saying it. Sometimes it's just your emotion saying it. Um, but I am seeing a resistance right here. Uh, I don't want to be too greedy, so let me see something. It's not good to be greedy. Let me just see something real quick. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna get out. It's too much chop. My contract went down to 18%, and I'm gonna just take that, take that, take that, take that. And if I get something else later, I get something else. Not good to be greedy. And now I don't gotta keep checking my phone. Don't be greedy. Take your profit when you're just chopping, consolidating. You don't want that theater to take your money. Yup, and I just got filled. The terminal is 2 for 2 today. Beautiful. So in total the terminal is 4-2. Took 2 losses. Um yeah, 4-2, and it took 2 losses back to back. I started feeling like a little shaky, like, hold on, but you gotta keep faith, right? Um January's finest. Whoa, peace. I haven't seen you in a while. It's been a long time coming, but I know. I never. I know. I didn't want to tell y'all that I could sing too. I know. Just a man of many talents. Um, but hey, what can I say? Um, all right. So our next topic is going to be, and I'm glad I got out because we dropped a few cents. That would have took my my little piece of profit away. Ace, no. All right, so now our next topic is what the actual show, the live, is called. Life Begin with God and Woman. I was trying to look to see if I had a replacement for Jason's part. I do. So yeah, that was a beautiful exit app. Can always depend on the terminal. Um, it didn't hit the 745. I'm gonna make sure I put like, because you don't really want to depend on it, right? So I'm trying to see, the target is 745. I'm trying to see like, as long as it don't go back, if it goes to sinking, that means it was a losing trade, right? But as long as it stay calls active on 745, I'll let it go, keep going and keep going. Even if it hits in the day, as long as it don't go to sinking, if it hits it the next day, I'll count that as a win. But I'll make sure I put a note like successful trade for me, because you shouldn't go off, oh, the target's 745 on here. You shouldn't go off of that. That's why you should still look at your chart and be like, it's telling me 743 to get out, even though it says 745. That is the proper thing to do. So, like, these indicators, you're better than the indicator. You are the indicator, right? All right, so wow. All right, so we're feeling good. We're feeling good. All right, so I still got my chart up, and now we're gonna go into the next segment. I'm not missing no comments, right? Y'all just having a little conversation in there. Dang, Jan, I haven't seen you in a hot minute. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So now we go on to the next segment. And it's really deep. I love talking about. I talk a lot about women and stuff, and it's amazing to see my transition because I didn't always think like this at all. In fact, I would say I wasn't a good man to like the woman that I was with in the past. Like, no, I wasn't. I would say sometimes I would say I wasn't consistent and I didn't truly understand what was put in front of me. Uh and some might just at that time just might have been just made me feel like insecure, I guess, because sometimes when you got with man and woman, and if you like got some bum behaviors and you're with a woman that's like striving and stuff like that, it's gonna put you in a it's gonna really make you like reflect on yourself. Then now you might feel insecure, so now you might be calling her out her name. I used to do all that. Um, Definitely different. I went to Africa and I seen just Rams put me on the spot. I went to Africa and I just seen like I went to Africa like I think 7 times, 6 or 7 times. I've been there a lot of times, but just seeing the whole it's women that run it's women that run stuff, right? They got their kids out on the street selling tires, muffler. It's crazy. Fruits, snacks, all that. But long story short, let's go to the segment. I opened my eyes up, and once I understood that wound, uh, and just reading the book, honor your mother and your father. Then it's like, hold on, this is a mother. And a whole different world opened up, and it changed my life, kinda. It really helped my life. Look at that drop right there. Yeah, I'm glad I got out. So we're gonna go a little deeper now. I want you to look at the condition of this world. That was a good move right there. Good pivot. We are surrounded by people who claim to be healers. And I'm not here to offend nobody that's a doctor or anything, but what as long as you're doing good and not lying to yourself, right? This isn't for you, right? If the shoe fits, then wear it. If you're feeling attacked, then, know what you want me to do about it. Take it or leave it alone, right? We are surrounded by people who claim to be healers, doctors, therapists, experts, scholars, people with walls full of certificates and shelves full of degrees, and yet, with all this education, all of this advancement, all of this expertise, the soul of humanity is still sick. Depression is rising, anxiety is rising, violence is rising, brokenness is rising. So I must ask the question, how is that a society filled with healers? How is a society filled with healers that cannot heal itself? How is it, doctor, that with all your degrees, you still cannot teach a patient how to manifest health from within? How can you prescribe medicine but cannot restore purpose? How can you diagnose the body but remain blind to the spirit? Then we move to the healer in the dark. And hear me carefully. Many of the people celebrated as healers are wounded themselves. Many are standing in white coats while internally drowning in darkness. Because a title does not equal light, a degree does not equal wisdom. And if truth is standing before you, yet you cannot recognize it, then you are not truly healing people. You are managing symptoms inside a broken system. You cannot simulate care without understanding the soul. You cannot mesmerize information without possessing understanding. That is why people leave institutions still empty, still broken, still searching, Because the modern world knows how to treat conditions, but does not know how to restore the human being. So then we have to talk about the origin, the source. We must return to the source. And the source begins with Allah or God, if you will, different languages, and the divine design of women. The Holy Quran teaches us that Allah is Al-Wahid, the one, the unique, the absolute. And the scripture teaches us that creation was made in pairs, not chaos, not accident, not random existence, divine order. And we created you in pairs. The woman was never an afterthought. She was part of the divine design from the beginning. When we say life began with God and woman, we are acknowledging the sacred reality that the woman carries one of the greatest manifestations of mercy within creation. Even the Arabic root connected to the womb carries the essence of mercy itself. Think about that deeply. Before there was a classroom, there was a womb. Before there was a government, there was the mother. Before there was society, there was the mother nurturing civilization in her arms. The first command center, right? That's where we're at right now. The woman is the first classroom, the first teacher, the first nourishment, the first voice the child hears, the first emotional environment the child experiences. She is the first command center, and a righteous woman aligned with truth can heal generations. Not because of a degree, not because of a title, but because she carries divine influence through her presence, her discipline, her wisdom, her nurturing, her spirit. A real woman can walk through fire and still produce peace. She can walk through suffering and still teach life. She can walk through pain and still create stability for the next generation. That is power. And I'm telling you today, if you want to heal a people, you must restore the foundation, because no nation rises above the condition of its families, and no family survives without the guidance of a righteous man and righteous woman aligned with truth. That is why the attack against the woman is so heavy in this society. Destroy the woman and you destabilize the future. Corrupt the womb and you corrupt civilization itself. So where must we return? So today, we are rejecting artificial healing. We are rejecting simulated wisdom. We are rejecting systems that produce information without transformation. And we are returning to principle, returning to discipline, returning to divine order, because healing begins with humanity. Healing begins when humanity reconnects itself to truth. It's time to lock in. This is bigger than motivation. This is what you call restoration. I ain't about to rap on y'all though. This is bigger than motivation. This is what you call restoration. Talk to me. Talk to me and I'll talk back. That is, how do I keep forgetting the dang title? Life began with God and woman. Amazing, amazing. Truly amazing. Once you really understand the womb, and now I'm putting such a beautiful thing when I get to watch my queen, just like for her first child, just how amazing the woman is. Like, she doesn't know that she has these things in her until they come out. It's crazy. The woman is why do they say men is stronger than women? There's no way in hell a baby coming out of me, you are. No way in hell. She'd be like, I wish we could just trade and you take this. I'd be like, girl, why would you wish that upon me? Like, we cannot take the pain that they endure. It's mind-blowing. And how You don't have to know how to be a mom to be a mom. Just be a mom, right? And it'll all come to you naturally. It's amazing to just witness their genetic makeup, like how they're built and how they're the intuitions and how they just know everything. You can't nothing in the dark. Everything in the dark is going to come to. It's just amazing, like, and how they truly speak life. The right woman truly speaks life into her man, and she speaks life into me. She really does. That's why I talk about her a lot, because she's a pillar of my foundation. So you knock her out, um, then you're gonna really damage this whole structure right here. Um, and then send them to the morgue. That is why I'm really big on like Malcolm X and Louis Farrakhan and Elijah Muhammad. Shout out to Louis Farrakhan. His birthday was on my birthday as well, May 11th. Shout out to, he might hear this, you never know. But no, for real. Peace to that king, man. He's been doing it. He just turned 93 years old. All praises due to Allah. He's still teaching. Amazing. Something about the May 11th. They are truly special. Gifted. I forgot what I was talking about. I be doing too much. We done reached the moment of the mirror, right? I don't want y'all getting jealous. So, stepping in for Jason. All right. This is called reflection and accountability. I got worked up just reading and just speaking about women, and she helped me with that too, kind of. So let me check in. Let me check in. Let me check in. How we feeling? How we feeling? Yo, I didn't see the hat. So there's that. You yeah, yeah. You didn't see the hat? It was hiding. No, it was right in front of you. Talk to me. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Stop playing with your boy. Oh, I gotta fly in that cup. Let me grab my other cup. I went two-toned on him, you heard? I went two-toned on him. Fire, fire, fire. Snipers HQ. Man, Rams is super dope, y'all. Hold on. Ooh, that thing. That's glass at? Yeah, be careful with the kids. Hold on. Let me write something down. I have to sign my my form for my children with my Snipers HQ pen. It got the logo on that thing. That thing fire, you heard? Dang. Yeah, I got different colors. I do got different colors. I got red. I got blue. I got orange. I got yellow. I got refills for these pens too. You better knock it off. You know I got it. Talk to me. All right. Say nah. About to clip it on the shirt. All right. Yeah, it's a whole bunch of talk to me. It got the logos on all of them with the refill. It got, man, it even came with the refill so you could keep refilling your pens. Super fire, man. Shout out to Rams again. And I was just telling him it's so dope because he put these on there. Well, he didn't, but he's the reason why they're on the cups. But it's so dope. I didn't know what the logo was going to be for Snipers HQ, and I broke it down the first or the second day that we created the Discord, and I put the reason why I did the wolf because the loyalty and how they move in the packs and all of that, and then the sniper, the crosshairs, because what a sniper is. I took the personalities from the wolves and the snipers, and then I decided to put the wolves in the crosshair because the wolves and snipers is one thing, and it was super dope. And I didn't know it was going to be called Sniper something else. And then I asked Ram, should it be like Snipers HQ? I gave a few names, and then it was Snipers HQ we agreed on. So just to see your vision, like that's why I'm so hyped. Just like on my hat, pin the Cubs, like KT gave us so much ideas too. Like now I'm like the keyboard, mouse pad, like everything. Like I'm just thinking, and then forever after money, we're gonna have to hurry up and get you that shirt. Real. We're about to work on it. I'm telling you, you're gonna get that shirt real soon. And once that merch drop, man, I'm gonna be super, super excited. I love the merch he did for man, he gonna be our designer. I love the merch that I see you, Celavine. I love the merch that Forever After Money created. I ain't gonna lie, the woman merch is so hard, but I don't want to show it on live really, and I want nobody stealing our ideas. But man, the woman merch is so hard. Like I saw my queen, she really in love with the white and the turquoise hoodie. Um, but she's a big pink. So when she's seen the white and the pink or the acid watch, she loves that, bro. Like you got some fire design. She was like, hold on, this is like, and it's like what he said in the merch thing. It's like it's not just like people make merch and just slap their name on it just for you to support. He wants to make something that you like support, but you feel comfortable wearing, that you like proud of wearing, that looks really good, that makes other people ask what brand it is type. And the merch that he's been creating, the mock-ups, man, protect him because we're about to go like to the stars. I'm telling you. I manifest everything. Anything I want and anything I say I'm gonna get always comes into fruition. If I put it here, I always tell my kids, if you can believe, you can achieve. Always tell them that. Always, always, always. So the ideas that I have, I share most of them with y'all, but I have so many more that just I got stuck in my head. And with the merch, man, it's gonna be a brand. It's gonna be so phenomenal. So reflection, accountability. I got distracted. What time is 2:15? Doing good on time. Hour and 43 minutes. See, a lot of people want to talk about the market, talk about politics, talk about this black man or this white man, talk about the system, talk about what America's doing, but don't ever want to talk about themselves. Right? You know a person like that. And that's the real problem. Because if you could never face the man in the mirror or the woman in the mirror, you can sit in knowledge all day and still die disconnected. One thing that bothers me the most, you can quote every book, because many of us know these quotes. You can know every conspiracy, know every indicator, and still be a slave to your own habits. Accountability is mathematics. Everything in life got numbers attached to it. Your habits got a result. Your discipline got a result. Your laziness got a result. Your excuses got a result. In trading, we use a risk console. Why? Because we understand something most people don't. The market don't destroy the trader destroys himself. Over leveraging, no discipline, no patience, no emotional control. And some of y'all are living your whole life like that. You're asking the Most High for overflow while your spirit leaks from every direction. Messy habits, messy mind, messy environment, messy discipline. Then wondering why your life keep producing chaos. You can't plant destruction. Then pray for peace. It's crazy. That's not how mathematics work. America done created a generation addicted to excuses. Everything's somebody else's fault. The system, the government, the market makers, the algorithm, your parents, your trauma. And listen, some of that pain is real. But eventually, a grown man and woman got to stop pointing fingers and start taking command of his own ship. That's what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad once was teaching when he said, do for self. Even if you didn't create the storm, you still are responsible for how you sail through it. That's power. A weak man looks for validation. A weak woman looks for correction. Because correction, I'm sorry, my apologies. A weak man looks for validation, but a strong man, a woman, looks for correction. Because correction can save your life. So when I say lock in, or we say lock in, we're not just talking about a trade, right? We're talking about a code, a way of moving, a standard. Reflection is being honest enough to ask yourself, is this building my legacy or feeding my ego? Because ego will destroy you. Ego make you revenge trade, right? It makes you chase people. It makes you talk too much. It makes you want to look rich instead of becoming stable. Crazy, right? Crazy. Ego got more people killed than poverty. Ego got more people killed than poverty. And some of y'all don't need more motivation. You need structure, discipline. You need obedience to something higher than your emotions. And it's very important to understand that, because most of us don't understand this, but it's not our fault. But then again, it's our fault, because are you seeking knowledge though? Who lied to you? Who told you greatness feels good all the time? Who told you growth don't hurt? Did you know that gold has to enter fire to become pure? Pressure reveals structure. Trials expose weakness. That's why some people collapse under pressure and some people become leaders. The pressure introducing you to the pressure introducing you to yourself, and maybe the reason your life been uncomfortable is because the old version of you has been needing to die. You got to kill your old self sometimes in order to become this new version that you want. So stop watching everybody else for 1 second. Stop focusing on what they doing, like what they doing to you. And ask yourself, what am I doing to myself? Am I disciplined or emotional? Am I building or just consuming? Am I really locked in or am I performing for attention? I think that's most of our problem right there. That one hit it on the nail. Am I really locked in or am I performing for attention? That is a big one right there. Because a lot of people don't want transformation, they want applause. Not for likes, not for the audience, not because it sounds good. It's time to lock in, but because you want your bloodline, you want to be a different example for your bloodline. You want your children deserve a healed version of you. Lock in because there's greatness inside of you that the world tried to bury under your trauma, the distraction, the lust, the fear, and excuses. And maybe this is the season that you finally stop running from yourself, because the mirror never ever lies. You can hide all you want. Eventually you have to stare into that mirror and ask yourself, am I where I want to be? Am I really what I say I am? You can't lie to yourself, and you cannot lie or run from the Almighty God. It's impossible. Look in that mirror. What do you see? And now we move on to the next segment. Wow. Ooh. Lightheaded, I ain't gonna lie. How's everybody feeling? How is everybody feeling? We feeling good? We looking good? Talk to me. Just waiting. Tell me how y'all feeling. How y'all feeling? I want to know. You know, I really want to know, though. I love hearing y'all tell me, like, how y'all feel. Amazing. Great. Feeling and looking fabulous. Love that, Jelly. Nisi, feeling amazing. That perspective just made me sit up straight. All praise is due to Allah. Feeling good. Feeling good. Looking good, Angie. Hey, Smooth. Informed, dedicated, alive. Love that, Levine. It's great to hear while I'm charting in the background. You still grinding. Love that. Fantastic, Darnell. Peace, Queen. Peace, Queen. Peace, Queen. Pat, 100. All right. We got 2 more segments. This one is called owner. Oh, my phone is charged. Talk to me. Ownership over consumption. Look at Spy, y'all. I got out, but I ain't tripping though. Don't ever be mad that you pulled the trigger. I had a reason to. This terminal is absolutely doing their thing. If somebody could just let me know if we hit 745, that'd be amazing. So I could like take a screenshot of it real quick because I'm trying to make pardon me. I'm trying to make sure that I keep every single trade written down. Like I take screenshots of everything. I just gotta update it now. So Trump XI summit, China helps and Iran may require U.S. concessions. Stock market today, Dow slides, S&P 500, and NASDAQ rise as PPI inflation data comes in hot. This is super, super dope. Super dope, man. All right, where was I? All right, so now I can see myself. All right, cool. But all right, boom. So now we arrive at the intellectual exit. I like how that went. Ownership over consumption. This Deshaun, blessed and highly favored. Love that. $745.15 is my next target. Copy. And y'all probably like, Talisha, how? Y'all have a thing called a Fibonacci retracement. You should actually learn about Fibonacci. Like the person that made Fibonacci is a person, well, was a person, but the Fibonacci is actually used in more than just the market. It's amazing to like when I learned about it, it's mind blowing. So yeah, she used the fib, or it's another name for it too, but it's basically the same thing though. So ownership over consumption. But today, I'm not here to repeat any slogans that I normally repeat. I'm here to speak about the economics of the soul. Right? This one's a little different because the greatest poverty on earth is not financial poverty, it is ownership poverty. The spirit of the tenant, right, if we look, I gotta stop looking at my chart. It's gonna mess me up. If I had the chart pulled up as I'm trying to talk, if we look carefully at modern society, I was reading what Levine said. People own nothing yet celebrate everything. My family, I know they can't stand me sometimes. The clothes, but I don't push stuff on you. That's one thing, but just don't try to tell me stuff because then you're gonna hear me. Look carefully at modern society. People own nothing yet celebrate everything. The clothes, financed. The car, borrowed. The house belongs to the bank. Even the thoughts inside the minds of the people are rented from social media, algorithms, and television programming. We're still talking about ownership over consumption. And this is the tragedy of the modern consumer. A consumer is trained to constantly absorb but never produce, constantly purchase but never build, constantly react but never govern. The system has trained people to decorate cages instead of escaping cages. And many people are spiritually exhausted because they are trying to fill internal emptiness with external consumption. More clothes, more status, more followers, more distractions. But the soul remains hungry. Why? Because consumption without purpose creates a bottomless void. You keep pouring into yourself without ever becoming the source. So you're telling me this, but what's the blueprint of a builder at? Now let's examine the minds of builders. Marcus Garvey looked at the condition of our people and understood something powerful. If you do not control transportation, you do not control movement. So while others begged for acceptance, he built the Black Star Line. That was not just a business. That was the psychological warfare against dependency. Booker T. Washington understood that the skill creates leverage. A man who can produce, repair, farm, build, and organize can never be completely controlled. And W.E.B. Du Bois brought another dimension. Man, that man was different, man. All of them, but his intelligence, wow. He understood that intelligence without a mission becomes vanity. He warned about the danger of becoming educated, yet disconnected from the suffering and development of the people. Because what good is becoming successful if your knowledge never liberates anybody but yourself? Whoa. I sit here sometimes and listen to myself. That was cold. The modern world celebrates individual escape, but the great minds understood collective elevation. Ownership is not just about making money. Ownership is about controlling direction. The mathematics of power, let me show you how deep this goes. In a market, most people enter as consumers, right? They consume hype, consume panic, headlines, emotions, and because of this, they do not understand, Talisha, you don't like this, structure. They become liquidity for the giants. The market transfers money from the emotional to the discipline, from the distracted to the focused, from the consumer to the architect. That is why we study market structure, because structure teaches you how the power moves. And once you understand how power moves, you stop chasing effects and start controlling causes. Stop chasing the green candle. Own the strategy. Stop worshiping brands. Own the business. Stop seeking validation. Own your mind. This is a divine assignment that I'm giving you. The Creator did not place you on this earth to merely just consume creation. You were created to cultivate, build, govern, develop, elevate. That is why humanity was given responsibility, not just existence, but stewardship. And that stewardship begins with self-ownership. Because if a man or woman cannot govern his or her desires, he cannot or she cannot govern wealth. And if he or she cannot govern his emotions or her emotions, he or she cannot govern power. And if he or she cannot govern their own mind, somebody else would gladly do it for you. Talk to me. That is why the system works so hard to keep people distracted. A distracted people never organize. A consuming people never build. An addicted people never govern themselves. This is the intellectual exit we're talking about. Ownership over consumption. It is not just financial. It is psychological. It is spiritual. It is generational. I was about to start rapping. It is the decision to stop becoming programmed by a system and start becoming intentional with your existence. To stop measuring wealth by appearance and start measuring wealth by control. Control of your mind, of your time, your skills, habits, your future. Because a man and woman who owns his or her mind can eventually own the land. And a man and woman who owns land can build institutions. And a people with institutions can shape destiny. We are not here to become luxury consumers inside a collapsing society. We are here to become the builders of the next reality. And that is why I say stay focused. Ooh, I feel like I just did sit-ups. Do you know how much it is to sit? This when you listen to like speakers and stuff, I understood why they talk and speak. I could raise my voice real good and control my pitches and stuff sitting down, but standing is so much better. I felt like I just did a ton of sit-ups just now. Like my stomach is burning. So I gotta check in with y'all real quick. Woo, how are we feeling? How are we feeling? We on the last segment now. That was real good. I got to like sit there and like really process. I swear I'd be like, how I gotta explain it? Like the movie Click, when you pause yourself and then you go and walk in front of yourself. Man, I be like, I really sit and can hear myself and process what I'm saying. Like, it's amazing. It's amazing. All praise is due to Allah. Spies at $743.20. I know y'all probably just tired of me. He keep asking how we doing. God damn it. I'm good, I said. We're about to wrap it up. I'm just taking a little breather. Man, that was so amazing. That drink right there. I've been talking. Wait, why gonna trying to read what I said. I need to check it. I've been talking loud my whole life and never felt the abs burn. It's the way I'm sitting, I guess. Sitting down and talking. But I talk loud, but I don't know. I guess I'm speaking from my gut. I can really feel it. I hope your tea gets cold. It's already cold. I don't care. It's herbs that I'm drinking, actually. I hope my tea get cold. Somebody's jealous. Somebody's package is just a little too late. Man, it's like the honey, just the raw honey. I don't know if the cup was designed to like. Never mind. Let me not get into that. You wouldn't understand. You have to hold the cup in your hand to understand. So, don't drop your cup. Trust me, I won't drop these cups. And I already told my kids. I told them like, yeah, y'all don't touch these cups. They said, Daddy, we don't drink out of glass cups. It's like, all right, well, still don't touch these cups. I'm just telling you. I don't care what you drink out of. You heard me. Oh, man. All right, I'm good now. I'm about to start. 2 hours and 6 minutes. Yo, I'll be doing so amazing with time. So amazing. These used to, I think when I first started, it was like 3 hours, but I think now with Jason, it don't even be 3 hours. It'd be like 2 hours and like 40 minutes, I think. Something like around there. So now we arrive at the final segment of the day. This one is called accountability. Wait, no. This one is called, God, shit. I always forget them, man. God damn it. Oh, I forgot, but it's okay. I always forget. Spies at 7:43. So I always tell you, I'm not here to motivate you. I'm here to speak to a person that I know has so much potential, but maybe not fully tapped in all the way to it, or might not believe that they have so much potential. Or I'm here to speak to a prisoner who has forgotten what he or she possesses is the key. Breaking mental and financial chains. Thank you, Angie. I got to stop doing it. Everything back to numbers. The mathematics of pressure. I want you to think deeply about the science of your existence. At this very moment, you are standing beneath an entire ocean of air. Ace, hold on. Pressure is pressing against your body every second of your life, yet you are not crushed. Your bones are not collapsing. Your organs are not imploding. Your body is not surrendering beneath the weight. Why? Because the Creator designed an equilibrium within you. There is strength on the inside responding to the pressure on the outside. Isn't that amazing? Have you ever questioned this stuff, right? How? But some of us are not that tapped into life where they will ask questions like that. I'm just abnormal, right? But the pressure of life was never meant to destroy you. The pressure was meant to reveal whether you remembered what was placed within you. Many people have allowed external pressure to overpower internal power, fear, trauma, poverty, doubt, failure, rejection. These become mental chains because people forget they were designed to push back against pressure. You see what I did now? Do you see what I just did right now? I know. I know. That's why I got gifted tatted on me. I blow my mind sometimes. My own mind. But hear me carefully. The weight outside of you is never greater than the force God placed within you. It's a horizontal illusion, right? We go deeper. Look at the horizon. People spend their entire lives chasing it. They think it's a boundary. Thinking it's so they thinking it is a boundary, thinking it is the edge, but the horizon moves every time you move. It is the illusion of limitation. And many people are trapped behind invisible horizons placed inside of their minds. A horizon of fear, a horizon of inferiority, whatever. A horizon of dependency. I'll be butchering. A horizon of I can't. But the moment you begin to walk, the horizon begin to retreat before you. Do you get that? That is the law. Does that make sense? Expansion is built into creation itself. The world taught you to stay still, to doubt yourself, to seek permission, to wait for validation from broken systems, but movement destroys illusion. And once you begin moving with discipline, the walls begin collapsing. So then we go into the potential versus motion. We're going to speak it scientifically. In physics, I am a nerd, but not what we call a nerd. I am a nerd for knowledge, for the wisdom, right? I could speak life into a child very easy. Like, children love me, but I have this knowledge that they know. You could feel it oozing off of me when you're around me. And it's not to toot my horn or nothing, but I work very hard to just understand all of this and just share with everybody. I'm a people magnet, I'm a money magnet, and all of that, and I understand why. In physics, there is a potential energy, and there is a kinetic energy. Potential energy is stored power. This is scientific stuff, so you have to listen or you're going to get lost. In physics, there is a potential energy, and then there is a kinetic energy. Potential energy is stored power. A rock resting at the top of the mountain contains energy, but it remains motionless. Where are you going with this, Abdul? I never called myself a good while. Many people live their entire lives as potential intelligence, potential greatness, potential discipline, potential leadership. They have the gift, but not the movement. The vision, but not the execution. The knowledge, but not the courage. That's what separates me from most. The courage part. And this is where accountability enters. Accountability is the spark that transforms the potential into motion. Because once motion begins, energy multiplies. This is proven by science. I'm not just speaking bull. And when you finally break the chain, you are now simply escaping your own limitations. You are releasing generations of trapped energy. Generations that suffered, generations that survived, generations that carried pressure, waiting for somebody to finally snap the chain. This is the final proclamation. Today, you snap the chain of hesitation. I was reading what Levine said. Snap the chain of seeking approval from the people who cannot even govern themselves. How dare you tell me this? Have you not seen how you live or look? I'm very blunt. Somebody telling me, oh, you shouldn't eat that. And then I'm seeing a gut and stuff like, why What? How can you even tell me? Go sit down. Get out my face. Like that's how I look at. Or oh, you should never do that. What? I just see you smoking a cigarette. It just be mind blowing. Like how? Why do people do stuff like that? Are you God? I understood if you put it to me in a different way, but the fact that you're telling me I cannot is just like, see, if I'm telling you cannot, I'm not like trying to like hold you. Like I'm telling you, I'm not saying you cannot. I'm telling you like this is not good, and this is the reason why. Right? They don't do that. They just be like, oh, you shouldn't do that. Why shouldn't I do that? Oh, because it is. Well, could you break that down for me? Well, they don't know. They don't know. It's annoying. It's annoying. But you better, if you gonna talk to me, you better just be the response. Just just be aware that you might get a little crazy response from me. So today we are going to snap the chain of hesitation and snap the chain of seeking approval from people. Hey, stop. Who cannot even govern themselves. Snap the chain of addiction to distraction. Snap the chain of mental slavery. Snap the chain of believing you are powerless. Snap the chain of believing you are powerless. Please tap into your potential. It hurts so bad, like seeing certain people that I know not understand how great and divine and beautiful they are. It bothers me so much because I once was there, like, but I didn't have nobody to save me though, or to teach me or tell me this stuff though. I had to find this out on my own, and I'm glad I never had nobody to show me this. Right? You were not created merely to survive systems. You were created to build, to govern, to elevate, to transform reality itself through discipline, and alignment. The pressure outside is great, but the power within you is greater. The horizon is an illusion. The energy is already inside of you. Remember what I said about the science. Now move, right? The chain is broken. The atmosphere no longer controls you. The fear no longer controls you. The illusion no longer controls you. The command center is yours now. So rise and govern accordingly and stay focused. And that is the last segment of the day. And I am so high every time I end it. I be high as I be I didn't cuss. Oh my God. I didn't cuss not one time. I know y'all probably laughing at me, but that's really like I'm really trying to stop. You don't understand. I'm really trying to stop. So it's really, really. I play a lot. I like my queen. She be laughing and stuff when I be dead ass, but she be like, "It's the way you say things." So I understand, but I'm being like so serious. Like I'm really proud of myself. I did not say one cuss word this whole 2 hour and 18 minutes. All praise is due to Allah. All praise is due to Allah. So. Different times, those things out of habit and generational issues. Now we must be able to provide depth of knowledge, provide clarity when advising. Oh my God, Levine, talk to me. That was so fire. Abby must be my missing twin, brother. Man, I hope everybody's feeling amazing. Um, I truly feel divine right now, and I really feel like I'm on cloud nine. And once I understood that I have this wonderful mind and brain, I don't need weed. If I could trigger it with God's word or talk certain wisdom, I can bring out the endorphins and the dopamine, and I could become high off the word. I can't even, because y'all gonna be like, what? High off the word of God? Yeah, high off the word of God. Yeah, but it's crazy that you really can release these chemicals in your brain with certain trigger words or the way you speak, the way you feel. And once I understood that, I understood that I didn't really need weed. The weed was suppressing the whatever I was dealing with. That's why I don't believe in giving my children cough medicine, because you're supposed to cough. That's your body telling you that your bronchial tubes are actually uh, performing how they should. You have to to get the dust or whatever is out. You have to sneeze to release it out of your nose. So if you take cough medicine or allergy medicine, you're now suppressing and holding all of this dangerous germs inside of you, and that's why you stay sick longer, and then you're not even getting to the root of the cause. You're getting to the stem of the cause. So now you get sick, and then you'll get better, and then 3 more weeks now you got to go back to that doctor. Now here's more medicine for you, sir. And then they keep making money, and money is so crazy. The mind can heal on its own. Sometimes it just needs and the body can heal on its own. But the reason why I said the mind, because the mind heals the body. If you tell yourself you have a dis-ease long enough, you will actually get that dis-ease. And it's spiritually, I mean, not spiritual, it's scientifically proven. They done broke it down, like in a lab, broke it down. If you sit here and tell yourself enough times that I have this, you will eventually have it. That's why that handicap disabled shit, don't port that shit on me. I'll be back walking by summer, you heard? I promise you. Um, your mind controls whatever enters your body. So if you're dealing with any sickness, start here first, right? And then to speed that up, then you throw in herbs. But you have to be careful if you are sick, like diabetics and stuff. You have to be very careful with herbs, because if you just go straight cold turkey and go on the herb, they can actually kill you, like really kill you, instead of actually help you. But this is why I speak about it so much, because in the Quran and the Bible, really the Quran a lot, it speaks about the diet of the people. The newer Bibles, they knew what they was doing, because the older ones, like the Genesis, it tells you about the diet restrictions and stuff. But now you go into the newer versions, um they actually basically say you're not supposed to, but basically it's okay if you do. But that's for another time. So I don't, and I'm not the type to be like, oh, you shouldn't be eating that. Like, feel me? I'm not gonna say nothing until you be like, oh, doesn't this smell so good and stuff? Then I'm gonna be like, eh, I to each his own. I don't eat that stuff, and then like if I see you're a little intrigued, then I'll tell you. But I don't force nothing on nobody. So I'm not gonna like do you. It's your body. I don't like people like that. Like, okay, yeah, you might be true, but this person is just not ready to accept it. And the more you push it on them, the longer it's going to take for them to accept it. So some people just have to figure it out on their own. It's hard, and we might be feeling like, okay, well, I feel good, and I've been doing this, but you don't know that you're actually cutting years off your life, though. Like, you can add years to your life by changing your diet. Food can heal you, and food can kill you. So it's very important. I think I'm gonna make it a topic for next one. But I know how to put it out there. Some people just be like, well, you asked me, or well, I'm talking about it, but I'll never force it on you, though. I will never force it on you. I done got um I done got my queen to start eating some of my food that I make. I eat lion's mane and all that stuff. She's like, oh, this tastes good. I'll be like, that's mushrooms. Like, it's crazy. Um, it's we don't understand. If we know anything with a barcode is harmful to us, to be reading it, right? The fruits, if it got a barcode on it, it's not good. But it's almost impossible to not get something without a barcode. So we just have to um just at least limit it as much as possible. It's almost impossible to just stay away from barcodes. I went and I transitioned from like my soaps and my deodorants, my I made my own toothpaste and stuff. There's just so much stuff that you could do, and we got to be careful. One thing I want to talk about with men is be careful using female products, because the reason why I talk about it is because I ain't gonna put them on blast, but somebody that I know likes the smell of women's deodorant. But do you know if man uses women products, that could actually throw off your genetic makeup as a male, where you could actually get fit. Look it up. I'm so serious. Use some female soap enough, and you're gonna start feeling a little sweet. I promise you. I promise you, it's true, and vice versa. Look it up and how it affects your I missing the word for it. I can't think of the word. Um, I can't think of the word, but look it up. I promise you, look it up. If a male uses women's whatever long enough, it's I can't. I don't know why I can't think of it right now, but just be careful. Make sure y'all not giving y'all kids. I'm not trying to tell y'all what to do, but the red 40, the blue 40, yellow 40, man. Look at the back of that box. Them juices, man. That's why your kid don't have ADHD. Is what you're giving that child. There's no such thing as ADHD. That is a man-made thing that they drop on you, because once you believe it enough, now you have it, right? But your kid don't have ADHD. It's the candy. It's the gelatin is pork, right? But some people eat it. So, but the blue 40, the yellow 40, and all that causes anger. That causes hyperness. It causes so much. So we just have to be really mindful of what we give our children. Things with sense of. Thank you, hormone. Thank you, Jelly. Hormone disruptors. Yeah. Exactly. Yep. Yep. It changes your hormone. The male keep putting on this woman deodorant because y'all stuff do smell good, or this woman soap long enough, it's gonna definitely change your hormones. You'll start seeing males start growing titties and stuff like that. So it's very it's crazy, and they know what they're doing. They even putting it in the food. That's why you're seeing some males. It's crazy. Um, but you just start now. You don't got to go full all in. You could just start implementing, like, just start throwing more fruits in your diet when you get that snack craving, because the reason why you're craving these things is because you have a whole bunch of parasites inside of you. If you look at your nails, if you got white lines, like, they're it's hard to see, but if you look at your nails, it's a very like thin white line across your toenail or your fingernail. If you see that, that means you have parasites inside of you. You need to do a detox. That parasite inside of you is the reason why you're craving whatever you're craving. If it be snacks or something, yeah, do the push-ups. Hug a tree, y'all. I'm telling you, it's so crazy. I know. Just go in your backyard, make sure somebody's not looking. Um, Talisha, don't mess me up like that. Oh my god. Um, so make sure I'm always looking, so I'll mess up like that. But make sure you just like you don't gotta just stop, like forget people be like judge, it's your life. But just to add some years in your life, just try to remove some snacks and add in more fruits and detox. Detox. Get that stuff out of you, man. And you're gonna feel a lot better. You're actually caring for yourself all the way. You'll add more years onto your life. I don't want to live that long. Man, I want to live to 100. But as long as I'm able to be mobile, move and stuff, I want to live to 100. I'm going to live to 100. I always tell my kids that I'm gonna be here at 100. Whatever the mind believe, it can achieve. So with that, I leave everybody in the words of peace be upon you. And in Arabic, we say assalamu alaikum. And then I'll leave you off with, would you rather be at the highest human act that you could possibly achieve is to inspire? And would you rather be at war with yourself and at peace with the world, or at peace with the world and at war with yourself? Peace to the gods, peace to the goddesses, peace, love, light, and healing upon everybody on here. Have a blissful afternoon. Stay focused. Thank you for joining. And don't forget that risk, Caso. If you want it, check the comments. Have an amazing, amazing, amazing day. You're beautiful. Make sure you change somebody's life. All you gotta do is make them smile, help them out, buy them some food, buy something, get them a water bottle. Just do something. Try to do something like twice a week, 3 times a week, something. Please. Like, don't even do it for the blessings. Just do it because just your heart is just that pure. And watch how good you feel. It's an amazing feeling. So stay focused and keep serving others, right? Everybody have a blessed one. Assalamu alaikum.